Alarm. A L A R M.
Alarm!
Alarm. An alarm is a loud sound that tells you to do something, like move over for a fire truck or wake up to go to school. Artistic. A R T I S C.
Artistic!
Artistic. When you're being artistic, you're using your imagination to create art. Beautiful. B E A
You
U T I F U L.
Beautiful!
Beautiful. Something that's beautiful is very pleasing in the way it looks, sounds, or makes you feel. Belch. B E L C H.
Belch!
Belch is another word for burp. Bellow. B E L O W.
Bellow!
Bellow. To bellow is to yell in a deep voice. Between. B E T W E N.
Between!
Between. Something is between when it is in the middle of two other things. Blend. B L E N D.
Blend!
To blend is to put things together and mix them all up. Bounce. B-O-U-N-C.
Bounce!
Bounce. When things bounce, they spring back quickly after hitting something. A ball can bounce off the floor, the wall, or even the ceiling. Camouflage. C. M. O. U. F. L. A. G.
Camouflage!
Camouflage. When you camouflage something, you make it look like the things around it, so it is difficult to see. Celebrate. E. C. L. B. R. A. T.
Celebrate!
When you celebrate, you do something special for someone or something, like a holiday or birthday. Clumsy. C. L. U. M. S. Y.
Clumsy!
A person who is clumsy falls, trips, slips, and bumps into things. Oh, careful! Contagious. C. O. N. T. A. G. I. U. S.
Contagious!
Contagious. When something is contagious, it is easily spread to others. Contraption. C. O T R A P T I N.
Contraption.
Contraption. A contraption is a funny machine. Cooperate. C O O P E R A T.
Cooperate.
Cooperate. To cooperate is to work together with someone to make something happen. Courage. C O U R A G E.
Courage.
When you have courage, you are being brave, even if you're a little scared. Cram. C R A M.
Cram.
Cram. When you cram something, you force it into a tight space. Decorate. D E C O R A. Decorate. T E.
Decorate.
Decorate. Decorate. To decorate is to make something look nicer by adding things to it. Decorate. To decorate is to make something look nicer by adding things to it. Demolish. D E M O L I H.
Demolish.
When you demolish something, you break it on purpose. Disguise. D I S G U I E.
Disguise.
Disguise. When you disguise yourself, you change the way you look so people don't recognize you. Dizzy. D I Z Y.
Dizzy.
You're dizzy if you feel like you're spinning in circles, even if you're standing still. Die. D-E.
Die.
When you dye something, you're changing its color. Usually, you dye hair or fabric. Electricity. E L E C T R I C I T Y.
Electricity.
Electricity. Electricity is a type of energy that moves through wires and is used to power lights, TVs, toasters, and even certain cars. Exercise. X R C I S E.
Exercise.
Exercise. Exercise is when you do something active, like running, jumping, or stretching to make you healthier. If you're playing tag, you're exercising. Experiment. E X P E R I M E T.
Experiment.
An experiment is a test to discover or prove something. Famished. F A M I S H E D.
Famished.
Famished is when you're really, really, really hungry. Fireworks. F I E W O R K S.
Fireworks.
Fireworks are colorful explosions in the sky that are used to celebrate something special or fun. Flexible. F L E X I B L E.
Flexible.
Flexible. Something is flexible when it can bend easily. Float. F L O A T.
Float.
To float is to stay on the surface of the water without sinking. Pay attention to what might be under the water. Flop. F L P.
Flop.
Flop. When you flop, you fall in a very clumsy way. Fluffy. F Y.
Fluffy.
Something that is fluffy is soft and light, like whipped cream, the fur on a bunny rabbit, or blow-dried hair. Forgive. F O R G I V E.
Forgive.
When you forgive someone, you stop feeling angry at them. Gargantuan. G A R G A T U A N.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan. Gargantuan is when something is really, really, really big. Gargle. G L E.
Gargle.
When you gargle, you rinse your mouth and throat and then spit. Make sure you hit the sink. Glow. G L O W.
Glow.
To glow is to shine with a little bit of light. Fireflies glow, and so do the monsters that eat them. Graceful. G R A C E F U L.
Graceful.
Graceful. When you're graceful, you move in a very smooth and pretty way. A dancer is graceful. An elephant isn't. Handy. H A N D Y.
Handy.
When you're handy, you're good at making stuff or fixing things. You don't need hands to be handy. Harvest. H A R V E T.
Harvest.
Harvest. To harvest is to gather something that grows in nature, like plants or fruit. hilarious. H I L A R I O U S.
Hilarious!
Hilarious. Hilarious is when something is really, really, really funny. Invention. I V E T I O N.
Invention!
An invention is something that has been created for the very first time. Invisible. N V S B L I E.
Invisible!
Invisible is when something can't be seen. Itchy. I T C H Y.
Itchy!
Itchy. When you're itchy, you have an uncomfortable feeling that makes you want to scratch. Journey. J O U N E Y.
Journey!
When you go on a journey, you're taking a trip from one place to another, usually taking a long time. Juggle. J U G E.
Juggle!
Juggle. To juggle is to toss and catch many objects at the same time. If you can't catch them all, it doesn't count. Jumble. Jumble.
Jumble.
Jumble. When you jumble things, you mix them together in a messy way. Kazoo. K. A. Z. O. O.
Kazoo.
A kazoo is a musical instrument that makes a silly buzzy sound when you hum into it. Kind. K-I-N-D.
Kind.
Kind. When you are kind, you are nice, helpful, or giving to others. Lick. L-I-K.
Lick.
Lick. When you lick something, you are using your tongue to taste, clean, or wet it. You can lick ice cream, but you shouldn't lick your shoes. Lopsided. L O P S I E. D.
Lopsided.
When something is lopsided, it is uneven or shaped funny. Magician. M A G I C I N.
Magician.
Magician. A magician is someone who performs amazing magic tricks. Magnify. M A G N I F Y.
Magnify.
to magnify something is to make it look much bigger than it really is. Melt. Melt. L. T.
Melt.
When something melts, it becomes warm and turns into a liquid. Eat your ice cream before it melts. Minuscule. M. I. N. U. S. C. U. L. E.
Minuscule.
Minuscule. Something is minuscule when it is really, really, really small. Multiply. M. U. L. T. I. P. L. Y.
Multiply.
When you multiply something, you're making its size or number larger. Musician. M. U. S. C. I. A. N.
Musician.
Musician. A musician is someone who plays an instrument. Do you like to play an instrument? Naughty. N. A. U. G. H. Y.
Naughty.
Naughty. When someone is being naughty, they behave very badly. Don't be naughty. Nibble. N I B L E
Nibble.
When you nibble, you eat teeny-weeny little bites. Nightmare. N I G H T M A R E
Nightmare.
Nightmare. A nightmare is a really, really scary dream. Nosy. N O S E Y
Nosy.
Nosy. You are being nosy when you look somewhere you're not supposed to. It's not about your nose, unless you have a nosy nose. Odor. O D O R.
Odor.
Odor. Odor is the smell of something. Opera. O P E R A.
Opera.
An opera is a musical play where the story is sung. Pester. P S E R.
Pester.
When you pester someone, you annoy or bother them over and over. Portrait. P O R A I T
Portrait.
Portrait. A portrait is a picture of a person. If you draw a picture of yourself, it's a self-portrait. Powerful. P O W E R F U L.
Powerful.
Something that is powerful is very strong. A superhero is powerful. Prank. P R A K.
Prank.
Prank. A prank is a funny trick that you play on someone. Quarrel.
Quack, quack, quack.
Q U A R R E L.
Quarrel.
Quarrel. Quarrel is another word for fight. Quartet.
Quack, quack, quack.
Q U A R E T.
Quartet.
Quartet. A quartet is a group of 4 people, usually musicians or singers, who perform together. Question. Q U S T I N O.
Question?
A question is when you ask someone something. Rainstorm. M.
Rainstorm.
Rainstorm. A rainstorm is a bunch of clouds, rain, thunder, and lightning. Recycle. R E C Y L E.
Recycle.
When you recycle, you take something old or used and make it into something new. Reflection. R E L E C T I O N.
Reflection.
Reflection. A reflection is what you see in a shiny object, like a mirror or a pond. Refreshing. R E F R E S H I N G.
Refreshing.
Refreshing. Something that is refreshing makes you feel fresh and revitalized. Lemonade on a hot day is refreshing. Rescue. R S U E.
Rescue.
Rescue. When you rescue someone, you save them from danger. Ruckus. R U C K U S.
Ruckus.
A ruckus is something that is noisy and causes a big fuss. Scary. S C A R.
Scary.
Scary. When something is scary, it makes you afraid. Scrumptious. S C R. U M P T I O U S.
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious is when something is really, really, really yummy. Shadow. S H A D W.
Shadow.
Shadow. A shadow is the dark, shady area that's created when light is blocked by a person or object. Squeegee. S
Quack, 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 quack.
Q U E G E
Squeegee.
Squeegee. A squeegee is a tool you use to wipe liquid off of a flat surface, like water from a window. It's also just a fun word to say. Squeeze. S
Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack.
Q U E Z E
Squeeze.
To squeeze something is to hold and press it tightly. You have to squeeze lemons to make lemonade. Steam.
S-T-E-A-M.
Steam.
Huh?
Steam. Steam is teeny tiny droplets of hot water that float in the air. It looks like smoke, but it's not.
Sticky. S-T-I-C-Y.
Sticky.
When something is sticky, it has a gooey coat, allowing two things to attach.
Stupendous.
S-T-U-P-E-N-D-O-U-S.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. Something is stupendous when it is really amazing, great, or special. Submerge.
S-U-B-E-M. E.
Submerge.
Submerge. When you submerge something, you make it go underwater.
Tangle. T-A-N-G. L-E.
Tangle.
Tangle. A tangle is a mess of ropes or strings. Hair gets tangled all the time.
Tickle.
T-I-C-K-L-E.
Tickle.
Tickle. When you tickle someone, you playfully touch them in a spot that makes them all giggly.
Timid. T. I. D.
Timid.
If you're timid, you feel a little scared or shy about something. Umbrella. U. M. B. R. E. L. A.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. You use an umbrella to keep the rain off of you. Underneath. U. N. D. E. R. N. E. A. T. H.
Underneath.
Underneath is another word for under or below. Vacuum. V. A. C. Vacuum. Vacuum.
You.
U. U. M.
Vacuum.
A vacuum is a machine that sucks up dirt and dust and other icky things. Vegetable. V. G. T. A. B. L. E.
Vegetable.
Vegetable. A vegetable is the healthy and delicious part of a plant that you eat. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want dessert. Wave. W. A. V.
Wave.
Wave. A wave is when the top of the water moves.
Whisper.
W H I S P E R.
Whisper.
Whisper. Whisper. Whisper. When you whisper, you talk very softly using only your breath. Whisper. When you whisper, you talk very softly using only your breath.
Wiggle. W I G L E.
Wiggle.
To wiggle is to make a motion from side to side quickly. X-ray. X R A Y.
X-ray.
X-ray. An X-ray is a picture that a doctor takes that can see through your skin. Xylophone. X Y L O P H O N E.
Xylophone.
A xylophone is a musical instrument with bars that you hit with little wooden hammers. Yawn. Y A W.
Yawn.
When you yawn, you open your mouth wide and take a big breath because you're tired or bored. Yodel. Y O D E L.
Yodel.
Yodel. When you sing a yodel, you make your voice move between high and low really fast. Yucky. U C K
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Y
Yucky.
If something is yucky, it's gross or icky. Ew! Zap. Z A P
Zap.
To zap something is to strike it quickly, usually with a jolt of electricity.
Zigzag. Z I G Z A G
Zigzag.
A zigzag is a line that goes back and forth. Zipper. Z I P R
Zipper.
Zipper. A zipper is a device that fastens two pieces of cloth together.